You're listening to the Penguin Business Beat. And now, here's Jack Covert, founder and chairman of 800 CEO Read.
My name is Jack Covert, and I'm the co-author of the 100 Best Business Books of All Time, What They Say, Why They Matter, and How They Can Help You. And today, I want to talk about a book called What Should I Do With My Life by Po Bronsons. Now, is there a more universal question on the planet? When you read the 100 Best, we talk a lot about the stories and how a good educational book has to have compelling, believable, well-told stories. And Po Bronsons is an ex-screenwriter who is a storyteller extraordinaire. And this book was created during a time in his life where things were not going well. He was a screenwriter for a television show that got canceled. He had young children. He was really at a tough point in his life and decided he wanted to find out what other people did in this situation. So he put the word out and said he wanted to talk to people that had been in this situation before. And he had, from the book, talks about the fact that he heard 900 stories, and he responded and came to know 70 people closely. 50 of them are, in fact, in the book. He starts it with a story of a 17-year-old Phoenix kid who gets a letter from the Dalai Lama who says that he needs to go to India and study because he is the reincarnation of a Tibetan warrior. And the kid does it, and for 12 years he lives in India and becomes a monk. I mean, how crazy is that? But he does it. And another story is a woman in the UK who's a PR executive who got a huge promotion, but decided, nope, she wasn't going to do that. She wasn't going to take the doubling of her salary. She quit the job and pursued a career as a landscape architect and went on with a career that was very, very successful. Today at the Y, I was talking to a guy who talks about, he was speaking to high school kids and telling the kids to go pursue what they really, really want to do. Not what their parents tell them to do, not what the school tells them to do, but what they really, really want to do. Po Bronsons has 50 stories of people that have done exactly that. These stories, the 50 stories, are not all success stories. Some people fail. Some people are still searching and hoping at the end of their story. It's not, I found my way and I'm leading my way. The questions that they ask are really quite remarkable. When should I accept my lot, make peace with my ambition, and stop stressing out? I mean, how's that for a question? What will I feel like when I get there? How will I know I'm there? Should I make money first, or should I to fund my dream? How do I tell the difference between a curiosity and a passion? If I have a child, will my frustrations over my work go away? Now, how? Doesn't work that way. These are questions that people asked. Here's a quote. People asked a great many questions that helped steer my research. Many of these questions were of the smart aleck variety, merely intellectual / devil advocate babble. But it was much more difficult and challenging to address those asked from the heart by people stuck in the middle of it, honestly confused. I think if I was coming out of school, I would love to read this book just to find out from people that have been down the road. It is never, ever hurts to listen to people that have been there, done that. You don't necessarily have to follow the advice that they give you. But it is also nice to know that when you're 35 years old and you're sitting and looking at your 2 children and your wife and you're realizing that you've lived a third of your life, other people have been in that same situation. So I think it would be very, very valuable for people to take at 22 years old and read because they're just really great stories, and out of the stories you learn. And one of the interesting things about this book versus other books like this is that Po Bronsons is a character in the book. He writes in the first person about himself going through the same issues that these people have gone through. So it adds a flavor to the book that is unique. And like I said, he is an extraordinary storyteller, and he creates a image and a vision that you as a person can read and go, oh my God, I can do that also. Po Bronson, the book is called What Should I Do With My Life? The True Story of People Who Answered the Ultimate Question.
That was Jack Covert, founder of 800 CEO Read, discussing one of his favorite business books of all time. This is Laura Clark. You're listening to the Penguin Business Beat. Up next, I'm speaking with one of our new authors, Michael O'Malley. He wrote a book called The Wisdom of Bees, What the Hive Can Teach Business About Leadership, Efficiency, and Growth.